All right. Peace and love, family. What's going on? It's your boy Mario Quinn, and we are here with yet another episode of the Level Up Podcast. This is episode 93 of the Level Up Podcast. I must say, your boy's pretty pumped. I want to wish everybody happy Memorial Day today. I hope everyone enjoyed this wonderful holiday as we celebrate those who have passed. Anywho, I'm really excited for this episode because we actually have a guest today who is actually a part of the Level Up team, and just someone who has really added a lot of value to what it is that we're doing here at Level Up Studios, and it's just a wonderful person to work with, in general, hang out with, just an all around solid person. Not to give you so many accolades all early in the game, but without further ado, family, our guest for episode 93 today is my boy Eric Langan, aka E Lang of Langan Productions. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good. I was a little nervous earlier.
Right.
My palms have never been this sweaty, but I'm here.
Your palms haven't felt that much moisture.
I swear, I almost dropped my beer. It was like
he said I couldn't grab nothing.
It had to be solid, firm grip.
Right. Dope, man. Well, it's a pleasure to have you. I know it's like really different because you're in a different seat now, right? You're used to filming these things
crazy.
And like being behind the scenes with it. So now,
the other side,
being on the other side is kind of different, but it's really dope because I feel like the people listening, the people watching, they need to know who you are because you do such amazing. Like you really just within a very short period of time have really just like kind of set a tone in terms of your work and stuff like that. So, let the people know, man, like what it is that you do here in the city, man. Explain your thing, brother.
So, what I've been doing is, a year ago when COVID hit, I didn't have, oh my God.
You got good, brother.
I didn't have much going for me, wasn't working because of, the pandemic. So, I spent some money on camera equipment and started doing this and was filming the events, taking photos. And then Mario came, asked me, come work at Level Up. I started shooting the classes and really just getting involved with the whole environment. Like it was a crazy new feeling to me because it was like a second home. Like everybody, I started just making all these new friends. It became like family. Right. And so like just every experience here has been great so far.
Well, thank you, man. I mean, that's what we strive for, is to be, a tight-knit group, solid team and everything like that. And obviously have that sense of belonging, sense of family here at the space. But yeah, man, so like, in terms of like your trajectory, like you said, you had bought the camera equipment in 2020. You're fairly new to it. Can you talk about, like, I know you were doing a few other things, but like what made you want to make that switch and just go for, videography and photography?
Actually, it started a few years ago. I want to say like 2017. I started, dabbling with beats and like music production. So, I was kind of studying that on YouTube and I got Fruity Loops and started messing around with beats. And that's when I connected with Easy Does It 412 because, he was writing all these lyrics in the nursing home and whatnot. And we had talked for a while about, making a mixtape. That's what he wanted. So once I started making these beats, I'm like, all right, well, who am I going to work with? Because honestly, I'm like listening to them, like, damn, I'm trash. like I'm like listening to all these beats, like, and on YouTube, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to make that, and like it was tough to get used to. But, so, he liked my beats and he wanted to work with me. So we made his little mixtape and, it wasn't good production quality. Right. I was on my Dell laptop in the nursing home. Like, we're literally like, I had probably a $70 microphone. It was, the one that kind of like latches onto things. So,
like you got the clamp on.
Yeah, the clamp. He had the little, the table at the nursing home. We clamped it on there. We're literally just made, like, you could hear like the monitors and whatnot in the background. So I'm like, damn, all right, how am I gonna cut that out?
Right.
I'm on YouTube trying to figure it out. I'm like, okay, and I'm doing it, and it's not working out. So yeah, our production quality wasn't great, but that's when George came along. He made the Dreams of Music Foundation because we were all just kind of coming together, like, how could we push this, So that's when that started. And, you know, there was just so many people better than me at making beats that, like, it was because, you know, I never really did anything like that. Right. It was a tough thing to come into. But so then I started thinking, like, all right, so what's this, like, foundation missing right now? You know, like, I'm like, everybody's making beats. They're all better than mine. So I'm like, damn, I'm like, this is tough. So so that's when I started thinking about, like, my childhood, like, what was I good at, which was, you know, photos and videos. Like, I was doing that at a young age. My mom actually inspired me to get into that because she was real big and taking photos. She had photo albums, like,
the old school photo albums, man.
I mean, she storyboarded everything. So yeah, I started getting into that, but, you know, I got out of that quick. That was back in the camcorder days, and, you know, everything was on tape, and then we started moving to DVDs and all that, and I kind of just put that down. But yeah, I was just thinking, you know, like, what could I bring to the table that would make this foundation kind of come together? And nobody really had music videos, like professional photos. Like, we had some, but, you know, I guess prices were kind of high in Pittsburgh, you know, to get that work done. So, you know, I was like, all right, since I'm starting out, you know, I could help them out, you know, do some free work. And I was kind of just building a portfolio from there. Started, you know, charging cheap, and people just started coming to me. And as I built experience, just started charging a little bit higher.
A little bit more at a time. I mean, it's dope, man, because it's like you said, with working with Dreams of Music, you know, you saw a need there. You're like, oh shit, this is something that we're really missing that we actually need. We have, you know, because, you know, one of the things with the Dreams of Music foundation, what it used to be the foundation, now the network, you know, they could get free studio time. They could get, you know, people to kind of donate beats and stuff like that. You know, and so, like, yeah, like, what's that next thing that's needed? That's that videography, that's photo shoots and things like that missing ingredient to the recipe. And I think it's just dope, like, how you were able to identify that and then kind of fit your niche right there, you know, and with something that, you know, like you said, you were inspired by your mother. You know, you kind of already had, like, a passion for it in a way.
And a background.
Like, in the background, and so it's like it's kind of like really easy to kind of tap into it. Because I would say, you know, I've seen most of your work, even from the beginning. It was like, okay, minus like a few editing things and a few filter things. Oh yeah, wasn't bad. Like, oh yeah, we came at you quick.
I was going hard with the filter.
Hard ass, crunchy ass,
too hard,
edgy ass filter.
Like, contrast to the max.
Dog.
I was like,
oh. Like, your white cuz look like a raccoon. Like, you lighten it up.
Oh yeah, the shadows, everything was off. I was just like messing with every level.
Right. Well, I mean, it's dope though, because it's like, dude, you've grown so quickly. Now you like, it's like the stuff you produce for us is just like, super dope. You know, even like, I know you did a music video for Ghost. I know you did a music video for Issue, and both of those music videos, even though they weren't these large productions, you know what I mean? They were really dope. They were really clean, concise, you know?
Thank you.
And so, you know, I commend you for just being able to, like, you know, identify that need, realize that, hey, I have this background and passion for it, you know, do it, stick to it long enough, you know, give it away for free, add value to people's lives. And then, you know, I mean, even the prices you've given me are extremely modest. So I'm like, yo, you know, you're doing it the right way, though. It's like, yeah, you have to, you know, build your portfolio. You have to make sure it's like, I always believe in, like, the whole show and prove model, right? Like, you can't just say, oh, I do this. Like, you can't just
come off the top.
You ready for this one? You ready for this one? You can't just say you're a graphic designer and not be a graphic designer. You know, say JK. Anywho, I'm just kidding. I'm such a joke. But yeah, you know, you really have to, like, put that work in. You have to, you know, really understand the craft and the things that go into it.
You got to put time into that.
Yeah. So dope, man. So you're working with us. You're doing your own thing. You're freelancing a lot. I know that you've been dealing with a lot just in your life and just balancing things out, and, you know, mental health, you name it, man. You know, I've seen you. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I was in high school. It's a terrible analogy, but, like, I had a, like, high school sweetheart, and we were on the track team together, and she, like, broke up with me for the fastest guy on the team.
Oh man!
And I was the second fastest, so like, I had to practice with this dude, but I never like respond. I just like kept my cool. So I had to like I had to watch my ex-girlfriend like fucking making out with this dude at practice. But I was still killing shit, training and like winning races.
That had to be motivation.
Yeah, you know. So I feel like you know, and I got my point was I got this like award where, you know, because my coaches recognized that. They're like, yo, that was kind of tough. Like you just like had to deal with that in the middle of the season. Like you guys were like tight for, you know, 2 years and shit like that. Yeah. You know, to watch, you know, that's got to be a lot. You know, you could have quit the team type shit. And so like, you know, when I've you know, knowing you and working with you and seeing how you've been able to kind of overcome those type of things, these challenges of life is just like, you think you slipped one and then life's like, bitch, you're like, shit.
Try to bob and weave and
so kicks. So, you know, talk to the people about just how, you know, and I know it hasn't been perfect, right? But how have you been able to just keep yourself so balanced through it all? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's a tough one because like, you know, I had moments recently where like I mentally was like just breaking down and it was to the point like I couldn't think. I'm like, all right, what do I have in front of me that needs to be done? Like weeks were going by, like, you know, too much was being put off and something, you know, I actually just kind of had to step away, you know, and like just get away from everything. Like I drove a few miles away and, you know, just kind of just drove for a while and was listening to music and just little things like that. And then, you know, trying to stay busy at the same time, like even if it's not what I need to be done right now, but I need to put it off. Like I need to be busy with something else. Like 'cause there's always something that needs to be done. You know, life is just hectic and time is so short. So trying to squeeze all these tasks, all these little things into one day and then get your rest, you know, and there's always just something going on. And yeah, I had to just find balance there. Like it was tough, but yeah. And I mean, kind of, I don't want to say I'm like into meditation, but different forms of meditation, I guess. Like just, you know, shutting everything off, like your phone, just sitting there, just like listening to music for like an hour, just
living.
Yeah, just living in the moment.
It's weird,
like,
man, because it's like I can't not pick up my phone. I'm looking at it right now.
It's tough, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's why mine's in my pocket. I'm like, nope.
You know what I mean? But I got mine up for the comments and stuff. But you know, I get it, man. It's like, yo, just sometimes it's not sitting in a corner. You know, you know, that's cliche, but like maybe it's just like, it's shutting things down, shutting things off, like cutting out the distractions, right? And just being in the moment. I think it's really important, man. And I, you know, like I said, I commend you, bro. Like just, you know, knowing what you've been through, you know, with your family and all that, and just moving the situation and this and that, not trying to put your business out there, but
it's all good.
You know, I've seen the rants on Facebook. I've seen them. I've seen, but I've also seen like the triumphs. I've seen the moments of you having like really extreme gratitude for things. And I think that's really important. I think it's totally okay to feel, you know, to let yourself feel those things if you're hurt, if you're going through it, and expressing that, putting it out into the world. You know, you put on Facebook, you know, like, hey, this is not towards anyone, but this is just how I'm feeling.
Right.
And then within the same week or day, still just being like, and also I am really grateful for 1, 2, and 3 and these things that are going on in my life, and just like, you know, always having a positive attitude. Even when you're here, you're just like, you mosey on in. You mosey on in. He's like, I'll be back. He's I'm gonna go grab a coffee and something put in the microwave. And like but you still keep such a positive attitude. And I think hashtag Langan. You know what I mean? But yeah, you keep such a positive attitude, man. I think that's dope. And I love just, you know, having you as a team member, as a friend, is really dope, man. So yeah, man, like in terms of like, you know, like you said, you know, you started off, you know, you're working your way up. So what do you see, you know, what are you hoping in terms of your career? What's that like big thing? What's that, you know, where do you see, you know, Langan Productions? Because you do, and you can talk about that too. I forgot to bring up Langan. It's called Langan Productions. It actually has a name. It's an actual business.
Yeah, the stickers up there.
You know, what do you, you know, what do you see for your production company? What, you know, what's that big goal for you?
Well, the best thing about what I've been doing with that is just getting to know the community. So like, I want to just take this business and expand, you know, not just here in Pittsburgh, but, you know, across the country. And hey, if it pops off one day worldwide, you know, but Yeah, I love just the experience of getting to know like everybody in the city here and so many different people, like different cultures. I mean, different everything. And it's like coming here, we all come together. Like you said, I come in here with a positive attitude. A lot of that comes from this environment.
Right.
Like, if this was a negative environment, I would just be coming in here with the same attitude.
Right.
Honestly, I'm out in the city traffic and stuff. Like I get frustrated a lot. And like on top of the frustration I already have every day, it's like driving here. Sometimes I'm just,
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Like, this guy cut me off. And then like I come in here, like I walk in the door and it's like immediately I'm like, okay, all that was nothing. I'm free now. I'm in my zone. And yeah, it's been great.
That's dope, man. Well, thank you. So I got a question in terms of Langan Productions. Do you see yourself like being like that big production company, like having a team? Of maybe one day having your own like production studio? Is that something that you see like in your timeline?
Yeah, I've been thinking of that. Like open a studio like down the street here or something one day, or just going bigger with it. Like I want to get more commercial with it, work with businesses. I mean, right now, like it's been good, but it was starting to become an overload, like the side work, like with clients. But yeah, I like, sticking to businesses, like the marketing, like here, like I got to experience marketing better, which is something I've always been interested in. So like there's
running with the campaigns,
all that, the campaign,
putting shit together, dog.
Oh yeah, that was a great experience.
No, I fucked with that. No, I actually have a really good question, because I know this is something that you and I have talked about. You saying that like you like working with those, like working with more businesses, and I think not only because you can gain more concrete experiences, and especially in terms of like marketing and advertising, branding and things, but two, there is this level of professionalism, right? That's a little bit different than working with an individual. And I know you've expressed this. So and since we have artists and people who listen and watch the show, I know this is something that you talked about a lot, about how artists can be more prepared, how artists should go about transactions and things like that.
Right.
In terms of working with the videographer, the turnaround expectations, things like that. Can you talk a little bit about like just some of your thoughts about like how artists can have better relationships with videographers and photographers?
Well, from what I've been told, like contracts are important.
Right.
So like on my part, it's important to like lay down a contract and just come to an agreement with the client. Like, look, this is how it's going to be. If turnaround is going to take longer than like normal, like I should put that in the contract.
Like what that implies.
And like just communicate things, like, or if something, say it is not on a contract happens, something comes up or whatever, at least communicate that with the client. And I want the same thing like on their part too. Like if they want a project, a service done, like a lot of people just don't have that communication. Like they know they want something, but they're not really thorough with like they got to understand it's a team effort. We gotta. It's not team.
It's not like you just come up with all the ideas.
Yeah.
And kind of being your music video is done. It's like no, like
poof.
what do you want? What are the have it like you said, it is a team effort. Yeah, for sure.
We got to just come together and hash out these ideas and figure out what works. What do you want? How can I make this happen? We got to just communicate. That's all.
You heard it, family. Communication is key. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm the best at it, but
Me neither.
I know that it's something that like I have to constantly refine and work on.
Right.
Just because I do deal with a lot of people. Like, the hardest thing for me is like, I'll book a meeting, a week out, put it in my calendar and everything, and I won't check it until like that day.
Oh yeah.
And then like sometimes like if I check it too late, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, damn, then I got to email this person, and like, but I would say this, like if you do, this is something that, I've talked to a lot of people about this. Like if you do have an appointment or an agreement or anything like that with a person, be upfront about that. Like if you especially if you like miss it, if you drop the ball, like don't be the person who like dodges that person. Because I've noticed that a lot of our lot of this generation, like we're afraid of confrontation.
Yeah.
So instead of confronting and saying, "Hey, I dropped the ball, I missed this meeting," or you'll like ignore the person or ghost the person,
think that they're just not going to know.
And then the next time you see him, you act like nothing ever happened. And so I think it's like really important for us to be okay with being like, "Hey, I screwed up. Can we reschedule? Can we do this?" Or, "Hey, I got something going on."
It makes things so much easier.
Yeah. I hate getting ghosted and like, or just feeling like people don't respect your time and stuff like that. You know? And that's because I don't like it so much. It's like I try my best to like, not do that shit. Yeah. So I feel you. So yeah, Pittsburgh artists, that's something we got to all work on, man. It's just communicating better, showing a higher level of professionalism, being on time for things, being early. My boy Sean Pryor just had me judge his open mic. I made sure I got early. You know what I'm saying? I was there an hour early because I knew that he was counting on me, and because I respect him as a business person and as an entrepreneur, I respect our relationship. It's like, no, I'm going to make sure that I'm there,
Oh yeah.
But if let's say I couldn't have, I would have, quickly contacted him like, "Hey bro, I'm, traffic, this is what's going on. My apologies. I'll be, but yeah, don't be afraid to communicate and let people know what's going on."
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, man, family, if you get facts, wifey said, but anywho, if you can, if you have any questions for my boy E. Lang, you want to know a little bit more about him, feel free to comment here on Facebook or YouTube. We are checking both thoroughly. So if you have any questions, just let us know. So E. Lang, let's talk a little bit about, inspirations. I know, like you said, you mentioned your mother. I feel like all boys, are inspired by their mom. So, you know what I mean? Like,
my mom was the greatest.
Like, mama, of course, if your mother is in your life, I don't want to assume for all boys, but mothers just have that thing. You're like, man, watching how hard they work and just what they go through to raise children and
like how much they put up with you.
That part, it's like, yeah, that's super inspiring. But in terms of like your artistry, where you see yourself as an artist and as a company, who would you say, within your field, or what inspires you, or both?
Honestly, yeah, what inspires me the most is just the struggle I came from. And like my mom, she, like you said, like, she worked really hard to get us out of the struggle.
Right.
Because both my parents, they're from, the bad part of Philly. So that's where I was born. And like, my brother he's 8 years older than me. So, he was a little bit older there, and it was rough out there. Like, my parents, they didn't have much money. So there was time where, I was only a toddler, but we were living with my grandma.
Right.
And, she had the plastic furniture and everything.
Plastic
barred
covers,
up windows. And like, times were just so rough. And then, we ended up moving out here. They, started just hustling their asses off, working, saving money. We ended up coming out here and, just started a new fresh start, new life. Cause my dad, he got a new job out here. So we weren't like upscale, but we were upper scale.
Upper scale. So, like upper, like lower middle class, you would say?
Pretty much. Yeah. So they ended up buying a house. But yeah, times got tough later on. They opened up a bar, which was not a successful business for them. So they ended up actually losing money on that. And yeah, the mortgage, they were running short on paying the mortgage, and at times got real rough. So I think about all those times and like how I got through them and they got through them. They ended up, of course, they had to file bankruptcy. But, they bounced back from it. They were able to rent and, so we always got through stuff. But that's the main thing that inspires me is like, I don't ever want to go back to, the struggles that I've had in life. Like I've had too many.
We can't go back to being broke, family.
No,
it's like,
we can't. Like,
but that's real. That's real, man. I think, especially like for me, it's like, I've been homeless. I've been like overdrawn so many times and not have nothing, being around people and they're they're eating and getting drinks, and I'm just sitting there.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's the worst.
And so
you don't want to be the one that's
yeah.
like, can you
yeah. And I hated being the guy bumming stuff, but I was that guy back in the day.
I was too.
And it was what it was. But I again, like, and seeing like how my mom did things and how she, she was able to move us out of the hood. When I became a teenager and stuff like that, I always had that like kind of grit in me, and just had that like thought of what we how I grew up in my back in my mind always. And so those lessons definitely helped me kind of stay on track and get myself to where I am now, to where I'm like a little more stable and things like that. But I'm gonna move it to an audience question. This is actually a really good one. This is from wifey Sahara Lyle. She says, who is your favorite filmmaker and or videographer? What type of work do you want to evolve into? Have you thought about movies or short films?
I have, yeah.
So if you need me to repeat any part of this, so the first question, this is 3 questions.
Yeah, I remember.
So question number 1, who's your favorite filmmaker or videographer?
Actually, that's a good question, because when I was a kid, I really looked up to Steven Spielberg. Like, he was, when I was into that as a kid, like that's who I wanted to be like. That was the production I wanted, because he was the man. He was making all these Jurassic Park. I mean, so I actually got his autograph. Like, I wrote him. My mom helped me with this. Like, wrote him a letter. I think I was like 7, and he actually, like, one of his people responded. They got him to write me an autograph.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did he write a little letter with it, or a little message?
I think he did. Yeah.
It's like, keep your eye
yeah,
on
it was
the film, son.
Yeah, some inspirational message. I mean, I think it was like his secretary or somebody that wrote it, but it was the thought that counts,
It was from his mind, I think.
It was from somebody. Yeah.
No, that's dope. Dope.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, nowadays, maybe not getting so much his production. I mean, he was pretty awful. Yeah, he was doing some crazy stuff. Right. But I like the simpler stuff. Like let's see. Well, as far as like, see, I need to get to know my directors and producers.
You're cool.
But as far as like directors, Clint Eastwood, he's been pretty good.
He's pretty badass.
Oh yeah, like,
and there's a lot of actors are like really dope directors. I'm like, I didn't even know you guys did both.
Right? I'm like, you can do all that.
Yeah, that's really dope. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I just sorry. That was necessary. I'm thinking here.
Right.
What was the next question?
Oh, next question was,
I might be able to answer that one better.
No, that was a good. You gave us your film. You gave us Spielberg. I got that. So she said, what type of work do you want to evolve into?
Okay. I was thinking like commercials, if I could evolve into, like I said, working with businesses, if I can do like commercials. I actually seen something about like the drones. There's some kind of license you got to get, but like you can make really good money. Like, they
doing drones.
Yeah, like filming? For like car companies and stuff, like car commercials. So I was thinking about maybe getting into that, and the short films, like she was saying, like stuff for Netflix. Right. If I can like get in with them or somebody, that would be dope.
That would be dope. He says somebody,
somebody big,
Right. Nah, I mean, I feel like if you keep working, man, keep building your website, building your portfolio. You have the likability and the coachability. To be a part of any team, really, So I think, yeah, bro, keep working towards it, and you'll definitely get there.
Definitely takes work, though.
Yeah, and also, I mean, we got things in the works, family. We're transforming this space that we're in here at Level Up. We're transforming it into a full-fledged media center once we get this Apex up and running. When we do. Which is going to be very soon. We're definitely, going to have opportunities for, doing the green screen, doing, small productions for people,
take it to the next
commercials,
level.
Things of that nature, and offering that. I think because like that's what my degree is in, and it's like something I can definitely we already kind of have a whole media team already.
Come
you know what I mean?
together on that, and
it's about to really be dope. How we kind of kind of get into more of that type of work as some of the main work that we do. So I'm really excited for that, man. Yeah, that's peace. Cool. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get into my fun question.
Fun time.
I
like fun.
I like fun. Take a sip of this.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm gonna drink to that.
Cheers. So, E. Lang, E. Lizzle, Lizzie Lang. I'm calling you all types of things.
Oh yeah.
I'm like Lizzle.
Oh yeah.
But
I know all the names.
What would you say is your number one no, sir? Like what is one thing you just can't? Pet peeve. Something you just can't be around. A smell you don't like. What is it?
Okay, hold on. Let me dig from the pile here.
The archives.
Number one pet peeve would probably be like ungrateful, needy people, like people that want to pay as little as they can for something, but their expectations are huge.
Oh yeah, they be having $40 budget.
Yeah.
With a $600 expectation.
With a Steven Spielberg production budget there.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up, man. I'm gonna pay a little more than that.
Right.
But and then just like people that like users, like they're needy, but and they like just take advantage of people.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I went through a lot of that, growing up. So nowadays I could just sense it on my radar, and I'm just like, no, like I don't need that shit.
Right.
Like we're trying to do positive things, let's come together positively and not take advantage of each other. Let's help each other,
Right. No, I'm 100% with you, man. Like definitely, we have to put value on quality art, like especially if it's quality. Now, I think it's totally okay to set your own prices, but as creatives and as artists, we are also responsible with being honest with ourselves, and the quality that we can produce. And so I feel like as long as the quality is there, then yeah, you should set your price. And I feel like folks should respect that. I think it's kind of more difficult when it's a friend of yours. Sometimes for Black people, it's difficult because you're Black and the other person's Black, and it's like okay, we undervalue ourselves for some reason. But yeah, I agree. I think people should definitely, like I said, it's a two-way thing. It's like charge what you can do and the value you can offer, but also never undervalue someone else's work as well. And then what was the other one? Users. Yeah, fuck users. Yeah, man. I think giving sometimes. I love to give. Like that's like especially homies and stuff. Like I like helping people out and shit. If I got it, you got it type situation. That's just how I've been. But I've seen people, in my life where like, yeah, man, like they'll take advantage, of your kindness, and so you got to be hyper aware of that. Like, it's like if you can tally and it looks like you're doing more. Yeah, and it's like anytime you need that person, or is it there for you?
It's like they always like need you, but it's
if
like,
you need them, they're like, oh hell no.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing for me though?
Right. Shit. Yeah. So I think like I said, there's nothing wrong with giving, but just
absolutely,
it's okay to protect your energy. There's a lot of people who they also use you energetically as well,
and they can drain that energy. Like, it's just. Can't afford to have drained energy nowadays.
Period. That's true. Dope, man. So we got 5 years coming. We're 2021. We're in the future. Yes. If y'all haven't noticed, we're in the future, y'all. Just so y'all know, give you some perspective. In high school, I had a pager. Now we're in the future.
See, I did not have one of those.
Yep, I did. Y'all know what a payphone is? Probably not. Y'all know what a rotary phone is? Probably not.
1-800-COLLECT.
Yeah, you never had 10-10-220? Probably not. 1-800-COLLECT? Probably not.
Oh yeah.
Shit. What else? Flip phones? Probably not.
The flip phones. Yeah.
A sidekick? Probably not. What else they have?
Oh man, chocolate. Was that the first MP3 player phone? The chocolate.
The Razor. Was it the
Razor?
No,
yeah, there was the Razor. Wasn't there like a chocolate phone?
or like the BlackBerry? I don't know. Which one?
I had a BlackBerry.
I had a BlackBerry.
I didn't have the.
We thought BlackBerries was.
Oh, so
Oh, wait,
cool.
who said that? She said not 220. No, we had we had a bunch of old shit, man. The big Nokias, I remember those.
Oh yeah.
Those were fun. Yeah.
Cricket Kyocera with Snake on it.
Shit, Kyrex said, "You mad? Nigga." Listen,
Old
man.
times now.
Listen, man. Y'all, we used to be able to play outside back in the day.
Yeah.
You can't do that no more, man.
Yeah.
Kids to play on their phones.
Yeah, see, I didn't have a phone, and I'd be out all night. My mom would be.
Yeah,
she was mad.
We used to come in when the street lights was on. But anywho, what I was saying about the future, we do this work, we do this artwork in order to, create a better future, not only for ourselves but for the world around us. But what do you see, for yourself, or what do you hope for, like within the next 5 years? Where is Langan Productions gonna be in 5 years?
Definitely, be a registered company because I'm not that yet.
That's all right. All you need is an EIN, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that, get my website up because I don't have that yet. I'd like to get a studio location, and then of course I want to grow with Level Up. So I think we should level up together,
right,
and have big locations and have our events, our parties together, and that's it. Just getting to know more people and work with more people, more inspiring people. I've worked with some great ones already. Shout out to Pirate Gang, Dreams of Music Network.
Yes, sir.
Big Stacks Entertainment. Shoot, if I missed any, I'm sorry. My mind is still trying to grasp the fact that I'm on a podcast right now. But
it's just me and you, man. It's just talking with me, man.
Cool.
No, shout out to the homies Big Stacks. Shout out to Dreams of Music. Shout out to Pirate Gang. Shout out Nubian Impulse. Shout out everybody else, man. Shout out everybody that's doing something in Pittsburgh, man. Making a positive impact. I don't say it enough. I definitely appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the sacrifice that everybody's making to just like keep Pittsburgh dope, and make us more dope and stuff like that. And definitely appreciate all the things that folks that I have worked with have said about Level Up and what we do. You guys are super appreciated because we do it for you, man. Like
absolutely.
And I'm just happy to have been accepted by such a good group of creative people here in Pittsburgh. So thank you for that.
Yes. A lot of talent too.
Yeah, man, so much talent. But we're getting there, bro. I really have this weird feeling. And I told my wife this. I was like, yo, I feel like, you ever watch the show on Netflix, the Hip Hop Evolution show?
I've seen it.
Goes through like
a couple
the
times,
evolution of hip hop. I'm like, I feel like we're a chapter. I really feel like it. That's why Tupac is right there, yo.
Yep.
I feel like Level Up and like the people who are affiliated with us, and there's the people who we work with, and there's all of our friends. I really feel like we're a part of a chapter in hip hop history, bro. And I think we all need to.
Got some comments?
No, I was just I seen it in my periphery, so I had to read it. But I just felt like something amazing is on the precipice, and
I feel that too.
I'm just excited to be a part of it. Like I'm
Same.
I'm feeling really good about what's going to happen in terms of like the Pittsburgh hip hop scene, the music scene.
There's so much going on in Pittsburgh.
Rock scene, even with James Royce, like just
his
ability to integrate so many different genres and styles together, man. It's just really dope, man.
Yeah, everything they've been doing is pretty dope.
I've been fire, man.
I'm keeping up.
It's fucking fire, and it's inspiring.
Definitely.
That we have so many dope people. But yeah, so shout out to y'all, man. Give yourselves a hand. Everybody, man.
Absolutely.
Kadri, you too, man. You got bars, bro. You know what I'm saying, and you got a dope ass podcast. Like you said, you different, and I understand, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
gotta be different.
Shout out to everybody, man. But yeah, so Elang, man, before we hop off, you've worked here for how long you been here? Since when?
Oh man. It's gotta be like 7-8
About
months.
7-8 months.
Damn. October, I think.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ghost's Money who put that in my ear too. He was like, yo, why don't you hire Elang?
Oh
like,
yeah,
what?
shout out to
Because I was
Ghost.
complaining about not having a videographer. I was like, man, I just need somebody that's not super expensive.
Yeah.
Want to charge me $2,000
I was
for
right in
one
the
video?
beginning. Yep.
Yep.
I was
And
amateur
then I was like,
level.
I just texted you like, hey, bro, you want to work for Level Up? You were like, fuck yes.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, he
I
was like,
for real?
fuck yes. He didn't even hesitate. He's like, I start tomorrow. I'll
Yeah.
see you tomorrow.
I was like, I'll see
I'm
you.
like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Cause like,
But
but that moment,
right.
I wasn't really, I didn't know where I was going with this. I was just like, damn.
No, it's dope, man. It's dope. You've done a great job, and like I said, you're a great asset to the team. But like, and knowing, you know, what we do, man, and like what my dream for this place is, and like what I hope to, or how I hope to impact the community. Like I feel like you're very aware of that. So you know, like this podcast is again one of those vehicles to inspire people. You know, I always say my brand is all about using media, dance, and music as my vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
This media platform is one of those vehicles to just inspire not only young people, but older people, professionals, etc., by showing them other people doing really cool shit and hearing their story.
Playground.
Right, period.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but with that, you know, if there's somebody out there who might need a bit of advice, who might be going through some shit, maybe there's a turmoil, maybe there's mental health, maybe there's, you know, just a sense of doubt and fear that they just can't shake, you know, but they want to do videos, they want to get into their craft, but, you know, they just need a little advice. You know, what piece of advice would you give to that?
I would say just stay focused, you know, don't give up, do your research, you know, make sure you know what you're doing. Cause it took me a few months to start doing this. I was on YouTube, just literally just learning from YouTube. You know, I watched video after video. Like I read, made sure I had my settings right, you know, and then with the editing, like make sure everything was the way, like, you know, the industry does it. So yeah, just do your research, stay focused. If you're going through anything mentally, just try to find that balance, you know, find something that makes you happy and just use that to your advantage. And just, you got to fight through the battles. Like it's rough. Nothing is easy. They say nothing great ever comes easy. So you just got to grind.
Period, man.
Just got to do it. You know?
Period. And I'll chime in and just say again, like my number one tool in being able to do what I do and just not fucking go crazy, it's just like keeping this sense of like thankful and gratefulness, man. Like just really, like I have an alarm on my phone that goes off every day at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was, oh yeah, I got all the gratefulness.
I thought it was gonna turn off. It kept going. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to turn this off.
Right. But no, I mean, I do that because like it reminds you of what you have and how
that's
like
good too.
How like the things you have now. Imagine if you didn't have that. Then how would you feel? You know. So I think when you can say thank you to the universe for the good things you do have, I feel like it's easier to accept blessings. It's easier to attract those things that you desire and want. And you know,
sometimes you know, just writing it down too,
right?
Just reflecting on what you're grateful for, because that just engraves it in your mind. Like, okay, I'm not gonna think about the negatives. You know, I'm gonna think about what I have in front of me, like what I'm grateful for, and you know, just keep reminding yourself that every day.
Love it.
I mean, it comes in handy with work, you know, just everything you do in life. You know, you gotta be grateful for something, because we're only here a short time.
Life is too short. So I'm grateful for my family, my friends, my health, my wealth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? My team. You know what I'm saying?
Team, yes.
My man Lizzo Lang. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Grateful
too. Grateful for my boy George. Yes. Boy Ben.
Where you at, Ben? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lifey. You know what I'm saying?
Ben's in the corner with the sunglasses on.
Sure. I'm grateful for the fact that tacos was invented.
Yes.
You know, I think without tacos and things like pizza,
so good,
and French fries and chicken salads.
You know, I try to eat healthy. Like I try to, you know, be super fit and all. But then,
I eat healthy. I just put lettuce on my steak.
Yeah, that's it. You know,
I just
put lettuce on it.
I just garnish it with one asparagus piece.
Throw a pepper
vegetable,
two on there. Yeah, throw a vegetable, fruit.
I'd be like, what do you mean sauteed onions doesn't count? Okay, that's vegetable.
Yeah.
God damn it.
See, I bought some.
I'm vegan.
I bought some gluten-free donuts
once
at
an
Walmart.
hour. Okay, I'm half vegan.
Look,
I'm only vegan from 12 to fucking 3. Okay?
I ate a whole box of gluten-free donuts and I felt great.
Right, gluten free.
I was like, it's gluten-free. I'm
gluten-free,
good. I'm not gonna gain a pound.
Nah,
I eat the whole box.
I just put Frank Red Hots in my skinny popcorn bag. That's all I did. It's still skinny popcorn.
Exactly.
Okay, I might have put some butter in there too.
Yeah,
you know,
some salt,
but I'm
pepper.
still eating healthy, y'all. I promise.
Just throw that lettuce.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't eat bad. I eat good. Anywho,
pizza, man.
Yeah, I love
pizza, chicken tacos.
Chicken
it's
tacos.
out there. Yeah, it's all out there.
Imagine a chicken taco pizza.
Ooh.
She said ratchet. I'm so weak. We is ratchet, I know. But yeah, man, is there anything, anything you want to share, any news, anything you're excited about that, maybe we forgot to mention or
I'm definitely excited about the Level Up Apex.
Yeah, for sure.
I think, that'll be a bigger experience, an opportunity for me.
Oh, yeah.
All of us.
You're going to have a whole new fucking arena to film in. You're like, shit.
6,000 square foot space.
Right. Man, the film, the vlog will look dope then, man. We might have to expand the team. Hey, well, let's put this out there. If there's any amateur videographers, photographers, or any young folks looking to get an internship and start off and help out, so we can build it on our video and media team, or if you're interested in doing photo shoots or doing things here at the studio, let's start immediately. DM us, email us at levelupdancepgh@gmail, whatever it takes. I want to really start building on that. Or if you need video work done, hit us up for sure. But yeah, man, definitely excited about the Apex. If folks don't know about the Apex, this is our expansion project that we've launched here in the beginning of May, 6,000 square feet, right up the street on Penn Avenue here. But it's going to house 2 dance studios and a full boxing / MMA practice space and gym. So that's going to be really dope, man. We just really want to, expand our offerings and the value that we're giving the people who frequent here and those who will be new students of ours, man. It's all about, executing a level of value that, no other business like ours is doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what what we're doing. Sorry, Sean. I know I said trying. What we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Definitely understand.
We're not trying. You know what I mean? We're
doing it.
doing the damn thing. But so yeah, you can donate to us as well. We are taking donations. We're raising funds, about $50,000 for that. So if you check us out on GoFundMe or our website at levelupgh.com, you just click the Apex button. And that'll take you right to where you need to go to support. Or we have new gear out on our store as well. New Apex gear, really dope stuff designed by our boy Patrick Everett, aka More Graphics. Definitely check that out, fam. There's a bunch of ways that you can support the movement, support the Apex, and support the leveling up of Level Up. So yeah. Thank you all, and yourselves, of course, because we can't do it without y'all.
Thank you, thank you.
But yeah, man. Before we get off, Lang, if the people want to contact you, they want work done, they want to be your buddy, they want to hold your hand, how can they get a hold of you, brother?
Well, I got a few different ones. I have there's my Instagram, Langan at Langan Productions, or my personal Eric For Real 91, or you can find me on Facebook, Langan Productions, or I'm on there as Eric Matthew, not Langan, but yeah, let's be friends. Let's work together. Let's be friends.
Right. Well, family, you can obviously find your boy Mario Quinn at The Mind of Quinn on all social medias. Also, type me in on Apple Music, Mario Quinn. You can see all my tracks that I got out. I'll also be performing this Saturday for the Apex Open Mic Series. Going to be headlining that show this Saturday. So if you can come down all those on YouTube and Facebook, watching the show, definitely come down and support your boy. I haven't performed in a week or so. Haven't had a really serious performance in a while. So I'm excited for this one.
Tear it up.
And of course, enough about me. Please Follow Level Up Studios at Level Up PGH, on all social media platforms. And of course, check our website out, leveluppgh.com. Please, again, click the Apex button to show your support. We have a GoFundMe link. We have a PayPal link. We have even a link to our store where you can, support us by just purchasing some new Level Up gear.
I got some myself.
Yes,
nice.
I'm about to order some soon.
Gotta get them shoes.
I do want the shoes. I keep forgetting. Man, I'm gonna get my own shoes. I'm the only person who got his own shoes. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got kids to feed. No, I'm joking. But yeah, man, definitely check all that out, family. Again, as always, we love you. We love each and every person who has ever stepped foot in this space. Definitely. And who has provided us with positive energy. We appreciate y'all, man. And if anybody who did come in who wasn't positive, we appreciate y'all too. We just, keep your distance. You feel me?
Yeah, we appreciate the haters.
Yeah, but love you guys, man. Thanks again for tuning in. This has been episode 93 of the Level Up Podcast. I'm your boy, Mario Quinn. My boy, Eric Langan, a.k.a. E. Lang in the building, Langan Productions. And we out, family.
We out.
Peace.